What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys, and this is news. This is interesting. Bandai Namco is having an event on July 22nd called Play Anime. And this is interesting because it's Bandai Namco. It's not PlayStation. It's not Xbox. You know, they're doing their own thing. This article that I'm using is from Push Square's website. But you could just Google Bandai Namco Play Anime. You get a lot of stuff coming up. Here it says Bandai Namco is the latest publisher to announce its own digital showcase as the gaming industry continues to adjust to the lack of an E3 this summer, as well as the pandemic. Titled Play Anime Live. This live stream will feature news and trailers for the publisher's lineup of upcoming games on consoles, PC, and mobile. This is very interesting because I've never seen anything like this where Bandai hosts their own thing. And y'all, if the color is off, man, I'm sorry. I don't know if this would help. Does that help? Nope, that doesn't help at all. Look at the hair. It's braided again. Anyway, I never seen anything like this from Bandai. It's interesting that they would host this. I don't know how long it's going to last, but the time says from it'll be Wednesday, July 22nd. That's a ways away, but it'll be here for you know it. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on the 17th, so you know, we're about 4 weeks away from that. At 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. For those based in the UK, this will be a live stream which kicks off at midnight. So for you guys in the UK, it'll be midnight. I already know what everybody's thinking. Next Dragon Ball game. Normally E3 would be a good place to announce a new Dragon Ball game. But since they're not having E3, Play Anime is essentially the next best thing. Do I personally feel like they would announce a new Dragon Ball game? This is difficult. The reason why I say that, I know people may say, damn, it's too early. Kakarot just came out in February. So what? They're going to release a game just about every year. A new Dragon Ball game basically every year. This is my hang up because we got fighters. They're not going to announce a new Dragon Ball Fighters game. They're definitely not going to announce a new Kakarot game. It is possible that they could reveal DLC for Kakarot at this event. Because you got to think about this, guys. Even when you look at E3 and other digital live streams that we've seen over the past couple of months, E3 over the past years and stuff like that, they have announced DLCs for certain games. Apex Legends, they announced their DLCs and stuff like that, you know. So it's very real possibility that they could showcase, fingers crossed, some DLC for Kakarot. I know people are going to say, well, if they're announcing it on the 22nd, then that's going to be a long time. That means we may not get the DLC till August or September. Me personally, that's when I don't expect Kakarot DLC this month. I would be very surprised if we got Kakarot DLC this month. This could also, you know, guys, all of this is speculation because they haven't said anything about what games they're going to talk about and stuff like that. But the fact that they're doing a live stream, this is the point that I'm getting at. Bandai doesn't have a handful of games to just showcase an hour, 2 hour long, hour and a half long live stream event. So I really think that it is very real possibility that we could very well get some DLC information for Fighters. The next Fighters coming in those packs. Remember, Fighters is going to be releasing some more stuff, as well as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I don't know, could they announce a new Dragon Ball game? If they do, I don't see why it wouldn't be Xenoverse 3. The reason why is because Xenoverse 1 and 2 was extremely successful. I don't see why they wouldn't continue with that series. But, you know, that's all of this is up in the air. This is just purely speculation, but it is very, very interesting that they are doing their own live stream. Like I said, I personally feel like they may show some Kakarot stuff. If they do, they could announce or could kind of give us a trailer for the episode. Not the episode, the original arc. That would be a good time to kind of showcase that, show that off a little bit, because they've been quiet. And the fact that they've been quiet could very well mean that they're getting this stuff together to showcase this stuff at this Play Anime event. I don't know, guys. That's just, like I said, my speculation. But I would be hard pressed. I would be upset if we saw this event and didn't hear any Dragon Ball Kakarot news. I expect them to talk about Fighters, like I said. Kakarot, I'd be upset if they didn't. You have a platform to talk about it. They could talk about the card game. They could talk about the large update and say, hey, guess what, guys? It's live now. I don't know. I think that anybody looking at this, they're going to look at this and say, they have to talk about Kakarot. You know, they have to talk about fighters. Possibly announce a new Dragon Ball game. And guys, here is one interesting thing that I've noticed as far as Dragon Ball games go from Bandai Namco is they have released a fighting game with Dragon Ball FighterZ. We have the Arena Fighter with Xenoverse. We have the RPG with Kakarot. What other type genre do we not have? We don't have a Dragon Ball Battle Royale game. And I've talked about this in previous videos, so I'm not going to go into super detail about it. But giving the Tournament of Power, giving the success of games like Apex Legends, Fortnite, PUBG, Call of Duty, Warzone, and Twitch is even partnering with, I think it's Ubisoft, to make a Battle Royale type game where you can even interact with the game through the chat. So Battle Royales are very popular. How can Bandai capitalize on this, guys? By making a Battle Royale mode with created characters similar to Xenoverse, but in a Tournament of Power format. So just like Call of Duty and other things, it's match driven, but you basically just fight everybody around till you're the last person standing. I don't know. Just tossing it out there. You know, we don't have a Battle Royale mode. I think a kart, like a Mario Kart-esque game with Dragon Ball characters would be really fun and wacky. And that falls right in line with Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball can be fun and wacky as well. And, I really think, too, that the community really needs a game just based on the Dragon Ball Super storyline. I don't know. That's just me. All of these things are possibilities, guys. I just, just throwing the stuff out there. I don't know. I don't have an inside source or anything like that. But this is definitely an event that you want to mark your calendars for. Definitely something I'm going to mark my calendar for. Because for them to host their own show, it's going to be interesting. I think for sure. I mean, you got Scarlet Nexus. They'll definitely go in depth about that. They may talk about how these games are going to be ported to the next generation consoles and what that means and stuff like that. I'm certain. I would be very surprised if they didn't have fighters on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Same thing for Kakarot. Same thing. We already know Xenoverse is. So why would they not do the other games? You get what I'm saying? So mark your calendars for this event, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notification bell, guys, because I'm going to be following this event with a fine-tooth comb. Do you hear me? You hear me. All right? So don't forget to do all of that nice stuff, guys. That's all I have for right now. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.